Right, what's up? What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. So let's speak about a few things. We'll go over my trade from yesterday, which was on the Nasdaq. I did speak a little bit about this in a live stream as well, but let's go over my trade over here on NQ. Right. So basically, what happens is, right, we take out the opening range low, and I actually got that little bit of a flush down, even up to that point. This is a 15-minute time frame. So it was pretty big flush down actually from the lows there, about 80 points, 90 points. I got out on that flush out. And I probably could have looked for re-entries. But interestingly enough, we're actually erasing all of the losses or the downside movement yesterday and are rallying, and that's what's been happening in this market recently. We've just been buying dips, but so yeah, basically very simple. Using the edgeful data, we took out the previous day's lows, which I spoke about on pre-market. We take out the previous day's lows, okay, and then from there we do also have a bearish first hour. I looked for shorts on the break of the opening range low, as well as trading underneath VWAPs. And that was my trade. Pretty clean cut and simple. Yeah, so I think you could have found shorts as well on the ES as well. Again, underneath previous day's lows, and that previous day's range report with edgeful is one that I like, coupled with that opening candle continuation, and then the opening range orb and the VWAPs, right? How did you guys go in the chat? Tony, I see you on. Sloth, I see you on. Hope you guys, anyone else in here, how was your guys' day yesterday? I think YM was a little bit more tricky yesterday to play the shorts. Very, very difficult price action. We actually up on the open and very volatile price movements. But yeah, my trade on the Nasdaq was pretty clean cut and simple. So I really did enjoy that entry yesterday. I think it was probably one of the easiest trades I've taken in a while. Volume is definitely back. We already are up. On the Nasdaq 0.8% and on ES 0.4%. We're still trading as an inside day right now, so we are back at yesterday's levels that we sold off in the Asian session, Asian and London. So I'm going to be wary about looking for potential continuation long trades. If you look at an hourly time frame as well, we have bounced off those levels. Okay. We are back at that 5-day SMA, so it's going to be interesting to see what we do get, but I'm just going to stay focused and see what we have into the open. If we take out a high, low, what the first hour does, and we go from there. How do you use VWAP and orb? So I like to trade in the direction of VWAP and then the opening range break. Again, are we above the opening range high or below the opening range low? Pretty simple in that aspect as well. But stocks here, Mag 7 stocks are all green pre-market. Nvidia up to 1.2%, Tesla up 0.5%, and AMD up 2% as well. I'm still got a little bit of a runner on this AMD position that I'm 80% out of my full size, but we are still running pretty nicely here, which I took on Monday's close. So still running the swing long position with that regard. So that's pretty nice that side, almost up 3R actually from my original entry. And then anything else, see what else is happening. Gold, silver is finally down for one day. Normally we come here and it's always like up 7% or something like that. What's up? Morning, James. Wait for orb high breaks and VWAP is below the price. You still target VWAP. If orb high breaks and VWAP is below. So basically this is how I'm using the opening range. Okay. Let me draw like a little bit of a picture. Yeah. So this is the opening range high. This is the opening range low. Ideally, I would like a break and then a pullback, and I'm looking for continuation plays. Same for the shorts, break, retest, and you can look for the shorts down. So that's what I'm looking for with regards to VWAP and the opening range. That's how I trade it. That's how I've been taught from other great traders that have been using the opening range for many, many years. And ES was simple yesterday. That's why I took NQ. NQ and ES very similar, right? That moved yesterday. Break of the opening range, you get a pullback, and then you can look for the retest lower. I don't know what an FEG is, but retesting of the VWAP. Yeah, retesting of the VWAP. So, yeah, again, I think until we take out a high or low, yeah, I would still be wary of these levels that we did drop off of yesterday. I think something that you can use with your trading is definitely this opening candle continuation report, right? So let's just go to this on the NASDAQ. Okay, look at this yesterday. So this is why I did short. If that first hour is bearish, last 6 months, we get a 72% chance that the day will close actually as a bearish closing day. And I think that is a really nice one for you guys to use. Like, look over here. Yesterday, first hour was red, we closed red. Red, we closed red. Green, green. When was the last time it didn't work? There we go. On the 5th of January. Sorry, first hour was green, but we closed red. So this thing works pretty nicely. I really, really do enjoy it. So if that first hour is long or sets up as a bullish first hour, you want to be looking for longs in continuation. But yeah, let's go over some levels that I'm looking for on ES today. Let's go like this. Okay, so levels, definitely this 7,000 zone is going to be quite important psychological round number. And then back towards these lows here at 950, 960, call it. If we do take those lows, I've always been speaking about this level here at about 940. If we take those lows, I think we could see big continuation downside. But let's just see how we hold up here at these levels. Let's go to an hourly chart as well. We did respect the previous week's highs. Okay, and you can get these indicators with edgeful on the website, bottom left-hand section of there, trading view indicator access. We did respect previous week's highs, okay, yesterday, but now we have V bottom. So I am going to be wary of just looking for longs. We're not at a good price point for me right now to be looking for longs. I think a gap fill play could be working quite well this morning, back towards the gap fill, and then see what price wants to do there. That's something that could be on the cards. But we are, as I said, we are still trading below previous week's highs. And I think maybe we do want to touch that 900 level before, figuring out what we want to do from there. But again, I think we still, as an inside day, you want to be just a little bit more cautious. What's up, KB? Good to have you on as always. I'll be in my live trading room. Mondays and Fridays, I am live with edgeful over here on YouTube. And then the rest of the week, I am in my own live trading room. You can hit the link in my bio. I'll put it in the chat as well. Okay, so let's go like that. Let's go like this. So you can hit the link in my bio over here. Okay, there's my live trading room. Make sure to check edgeful out as well. Okay. But yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised to see us find a little bit of a level of resistance here and start to make that swing lower. Personally, that's what I would like to see. But stocks are up pre-market, and we've got to keep an eye out on that for sure. Any questions in the chat? Anyone got any reports that they like to use or anything like that that we can maybe cover in the chat, and we can definitely touch on that too. I did mention about yesterday about copy trading with prop firms. I definitely think that you don't want to be copy trading all the time. Personally, I think copy trading sometimes does halt your ability to think clearly. When you take a loss and you copy trading to 10 different accounts, it's amplified. So I do like the at least with prop firms, idea of swinging a little bit harder, but on 1 or 2 accounts per time. Anyone got any payouts here? I should have some accounts coming out. I should have some accounts coming out for payout at the end of this month. So for edgeful, how does it show what your chance of double breaks? I want to know if by edgeful membership, how can you use it to make the orb better? Yeah, so you can look at the chances of double breaks, so orb opening range breakout, and you can go to ES. Okay, so We can see in the last 6 months on ES, double breaks happen 58% of the time. It will show you that too. Breakouts, breakdowns. You can also look at it by levels. Okay, so where's that? Customize. There we go. So by weekday, by performance, by close, etc. Then NASDAQ, we can actually see double breaks in the last 6 months. I remember when this was a lot higher. Double breaks on the NASDAQ only 46% of the time. And that's why I do like it. Recently, the double breaks haven't been working too often. Remember, at one point, the double breaks were happening 70% of the time. And as soon as the high side broke, I used to just short. Off the low side broke, I used to just long with a stop at structure. But yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. Robinhood, I always have still interested in maybe potential swing players on this. I remember I cut this. I spoke about this on pre-market yesterday, but I am looking at potential swing long positions on this again. We'll have to see what happens. I'm not in any swings besides that AMD runner that I've got on at the moment. Let's just have a look at Oracle. Oracle, yeah, hasn't been trading too well recently. Nvidia is up, as I said, pre-market, but we have been falling off like we are again. Like Nvidia is already trading underneath daily VWAP at the moment. Any questions in the chat? Any questions? So I'll be live with Andre tomorrow, as mentioned, on Friday, but live in my own. Let's have a look here. Okay, so yeah. As I said, so opening candle continuation and the previous day's range. First things first on ES today, I would like one of these. I would like, if we're looking for shorts, I would like something like this where we pop the highs and then we look to roll over. I think that could be a nice play today. These inside days, something actually very interesting about this. I found from my own personal experience that when inside days happen, I don't tend to trade very well. We can actually have a look here by these inside bars days. Look over here. So these inside bars days, in the last 6 months, the NASDAQ inside days have only happened 20% of the time. What does that mean? That means that when we do set a previous day's highs and lows, okay, so when we have a high and low from yesterday, only 20% of the time does it trade inside of this. The reason I say this is because when you do break a previous day's high low, you trigger higher time frame traders. Maybe swing traders are looking to buy or sell or whatever their thesis is. But when you take out levels like that from the previous day, it does trigger high time frame traders. And when you are trapped inside of it, volume can definitely be lower. If you go to the ES chart as well on that, that only happens on the ES chart in the last 6 months. Let's just make sure we go to, I like the extended market hours. Only happens 14% of the time. So you can see it doesn't really happen too often where we stay completely inside. And that's just, again, that's just from my own personal experience. I've been doing, I've been trading for 9 years. That's what I like. That's what I use. You got to find your own thing, what you want to do. But that's personally for me, something that I really do like to use in my trading, along with that opening candle continuation. And then you pair that with price action, and you can find some really quality setups. Those are my best setups. Perfect. Any questions in the chat? There hasn't been any too many questions this morning. I hope that you guys are all good. Tony, how's your week been? Can maybe speak about the opening week range report as well in a bit. When you say yesterday's range, is that RTH only? No, so that is extended market hours. Yeah, good question. That's extended market hours. I personally like using extended market hours. It's just what works for me. So yes, I use pre-market highs and lows and post-market as well. Okay. Yeah, 100%. Perfect. So again, like I would ideally like to see us roll over from here. That's what I am looking at. But let's stay focused, see what we do get. I'll wait for maybe that if there's nothing clear in the first 30 minutes, I'll wait for that first hour to set in, see what markets are doing there. Are we taking out highs, opening range high, opening range low, and then look to stay in that bias. Just something interesting over here. If we do stay underneath 7K, I definitely think we could roll over back down. Just something interesting as well. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Let's put on this opening week range report or range indicators. Go like this. Opening week range. Okay. So let's go like that. So what this stat tells us is after Monday and Tuesday sets in, if we take out one side, very likely do we only, trade in that one direction. So let's have a look over here. Let's go to that opening week range report. Reports opening week range. Okay. Let's go to ES. Something that I really like to use as well. But look at this opening week range reports. Okay. broke the opening week high 46% of the time. Broke the opening week low 38% of the 15% of the time. Sorry, in the last 6 months. Broke both the opening week high and low 38% of the time. So very rarely do we break, both sides of that opening week range. That's just something that I've been playing with quite nicely. So very rarely do we come back up and break the highs here. So that's why I think now that we've taken one side, the lows, maybe a rollover is indeed maybe possible. So we'll see what happens. I'll leave you guys here. I hope that you guys have a good rest of the trading day. As I said, I'll be in my live trading room for the open. And then I'll be in the Discord chat on Edge for the rest of the trading day. But if you look at the bottom there, the Discord access is there, trading view indicator access. And yeah, we'll stay in touch. I hope that you guys have a good one. We'll see you all there.